Yeah, I think we're good. So we need to attach this now. And then we're going to cut this line. And then what we need is power. So we're going to cut... Yeah, only this one is attached, so we can cut it here. So they're going to pump once, but they're not going to do anything after that. So we're going to make sure there's water inside. So there's water in each one of these. Have that there. All right, we should be good. Lock the doors so no one goes inside. This needs power. Okay, so here's the juice. There we go. Natural separation is what we want. So this is going to pump until we get to 500 grams. And then it's going to stop pumping. Pretty much. And then once it stops pumping, we let it accumulate a little bit. Oh, food's dying. That brings up a good thing. We're going to go back to micro mushers temporarily. We never left, boys. It's back. Food is dying, though, 100%. All right, so the hydrogen at the bottom, starting to stockpile. This is at 2,000. This is not bad. All right, so what we would need here is power for this pump. We need to make sure this does not vacuum accidentally. We got generators here for power, and then we could cut this system now. It's going to be self-powering. Nice, nice. Why does the hydrogen sink? Because I pre-filled it. It's because I pre-filled it. When you pre-fill a room and you use this specific design, it separates to wherever the gases are already at. So by pre-filling the room with hydrogen first, and the top was a vacuum, the hydrogen naturally went to the bottom. That way the oxygen could naturally occupy the top space. And that allows me to put the generators there and have a better kind of compact design. Alright, so this is a vacuum, which is a little bit worrying. But then we have, yeah, a lot of oxygen. So we're doing great now. The loop is looping, which means my oxygen is 20 degrees. So let's let this out. So we're going to go this, that, cancel. Everything's going to flow. This comes out to here. Yeah, oxygen is back on the menu, boys. Let's copy, paste, just in case we need the food, because we might. And then we're going to get to work. So the dupes can't stand here and breathe oxygen, and we locked the door so they can't go into the top. All we got to do now is make sure the electrolyzers are 100% uptime. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. So once the temperature check works, goes into here, we desalinate, and then this is going to be a high priority. Water goes back to the system. We just need to make sure we have P water here. So while this has P water, we don't have to worry too much. And then this is going to be removed soon. The oxygen right there, we're just going to empty it out. All right. We are getting back to square one to a well-oxygenated base. Dude, we had oxygen. We didn't have oxygen, and then we had oxygen, and now we don't have oxygen. And now we have to re-include oxygen. The struggles, that is a game of oxygen not included. Who would have thought oxygen was going to be that important? All right, now the good news is that the polluted oxygen area is very breathable. That is one of the great upsides about that. Very breathable area. I should just pump the polluted oxygen in, because this is clean. I made sure to keep the area clean. We could technically just pump it in and deodorize. That would be a strat. Alright, so... Sweet, sweet oxygen. Okay, so this one is struggling because I have to fill up the outside first. But, oh man. Sweet, sweet O2. It's coming back, boys. It's coming back. Alright, so now that's there. I will take the suggestion someone had about building a slime distillery, because I might as well. Algae distillery. And then we'll just build this copper ore, feed it slime, we get algae, and then we have a pipeline of polluted water. So, have this pipe out. And we'll do a reservoir here, so we can stockpile the polluted water. And what we should do is cut this pipe, have this go into the top, and then this is going to be a bridge. Let's go. Oh, don't you want it on the right side of the door? You know what we're going to do? We're going to move the door. We're going to move the door, boys. I don't want... you're right. But I didn't want to remove the ladder because I need to reach the deodorizer. So, you know what? We'll move the door. We'll move the door. Hold the door, boys. Hold the door. Hold door. Oh, nope. I guess that's going to be my name. Food's so low. Don't worry, man. We're eating dirt bars. It's back on the menu. Starvation. Oh, no. We have some growing dust caps. Okay, where's the fish at? I'm sorry, man. The fish has got to die now. Yo, man. Fish is on the menu, boys. Fish meat is on the menu. Y'all like seafood? You'll be eating some fish tonight. Everyone's going to fight the fish. Holy heck. Alright, we're going to cut the power from this design. Because I don't need this running now. I want to actually allow it to pressurize easier by having gas at the bottom. So I do want to keep this rolling. Another thing I am contemplating is using a deodorizer setup. I am thinking about moving the pea water inside so we get off gas. How much dupes? How much critters? I have 50 dupes. I have 2 fish. Y'all ever seen that episode of Mickey Mouse where they slice bread paper thin and they have to split that slice of bread? It'd be like that sometimes, man. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. Alright, so the algae is going to help us out to stabilize a little bit faster. Oh, and I need power for that. So this is 250 watts. We have a lot of space. Good stuff. They're getting oxygen, though. They're getting oxygen. This area, though, is getting way too much. But, I mean, it's nice to have oxygen up here, I guess. The dupes can come up, congregate, hang out, chat with the fam. I should have moved the Sweetles down to here, though. Alright, so the CO2 is going to stockpile, which should eventually make it easier for us. And then we're no longer doing this, which is fine. Yeah, a lot of the water is really cold. The oxygen is at 20 degrees. 5 kilograms, though. 5 kilograms. I think what we could do, too, is let it heat up by just disconnecting the pipeline. Oh, the dupes are hanging out in the bathrooms to breathe in the polluted oxygen, which is causing a chain of mess. What a meme. Okay. There's a little bit of algae there that I'll grab. Outside of that, I need to work upwards. This is very breathable, though. I'm surprised no one's over here. Maybe it's because of the pop eardrums. We had a pit, but we don't really... Yeah, I didn't have time to plant a nature reserve in time. Feels bad. Alright, so this area is starting to become pressurized. Let's go. Alright, so here, this is going to be a priority 7. We're going to be generating algae now on a proper scale. And then hopefully get some pea water to add. I didn't even add pea water yet, which is pretty good. Didn't I ban muckroot? It didn't... Whoa, that's rude. When I banned muckroot, not everyone got muckroot removed. Half the people did, half the people did not. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I thought I had backup food, but I didn't. Alright, K-Cows are low. Let's build a couple more of these. There was another line here. We can put 2 of these on. Nah, I'll put 1. And then this one is another one. We put the food micro musher on. Here. Get the power line like that. And then with the algae, hopefully we could fuel the diffusers, and we'll be good. Get the algae, boys. We need to oxidize. Starvation. Pepega! Oh, no. And then Herald. Okay, they're both at 900. That's near the top. That's not bad. Hopefully they're going to be okay. We'll start carbon skimming once we're okay. but we need to do a copy settings, paste that there, make that higher priority. 5 cycles, boys. No starvation. Oh, we gotta kill the Sweetles. That's right. These poor little babies gotta go now. Oh, man. We gotta feed them foods. You hate to see it. The fish has gotta go. This fish has gotta go. We gotta feed the colony, man. So many people's gotta die. The hatch. Oh, there's a hatch on the left. Oh, he's gotta die now, man. Feels bad. He survived so long. Let's take this copy paste. We have dirt, so that means the mush bars is not that bad. Althar with 900. Okay, so the starving people swapped, so I hope that means the people that were starving before are okay now. Look at that pipelines, dude. Free oxygen. Hopefully this happens sooner than later. The backup hatch has been eaten, I know, man. Oh, there's a couple here. Oh, what the heck? They're hiding. Oh, man. Free food. I'm not even mad, dude. That's cool. That's pretty cool, man. Do we have any over here? Nope. Look at this guy. Using a laser beam underwater. He's not afraid of being electrocuted. Wait, are laser beams electricity? No, right? Never mind. That doesn't work the way I think it does. Oh! Couldn't I go to the other planets? I didn't even check out the other planet. It's not even discovered yet. Alright, we're gonna do the extra hard challenge run where we don't uncover the new planets for the memes. Since we haven't done anything with it yet, we might as well just keep it like that. And then we have algae here. Sweet, sweet algae. That's not gonna matter. And then should be good. Yep. This guy's a full bladder, dude. I hope he doesn't make a mess. We've gone through 45 cycles without making a mess. Please, dude, not right now. We're trying, man. We're trying really hard. Use the restrooms in time. Correct. There we go. Pure water does not conduct. It was something else. Starvation on this guy, 700 kcals. Okay, he has a little bit of time. Mealwood's being harvested now. Everything is starting to pressurize. I think we're doing all right. Maybe, hopefully. Oxygen, man, it's looking great. We have 5 things of mush bars constantly being produced. Someone got food poisoning because they're eating mush bars. Makes sense. Stress is going up, boys. Good news is that oxygen is now back in and included. The only problem is that we need to catch up. Looks like we're slowly making progress, though. Could just fry the bars. Dude, I don't have time to do that, man. Frying the bars does not do anything outside of get rid of the disease. It does not generate calories. And because I'm getting the starving notification, I don't have time to cook. I would be better off making lice loaf from the get-go. Food, give me food. Oh, that's food. Oh, feels bad. He's got to go, fam. Oh, that Draco's got to go. We're gonna keep the Pip alive though. We're gonna get. Oh, where'd this hatch come from? Dude, he's just hanging out on the mealwood. He's got to go too. What is he just chilling over there, man? He's got to go, man. We got to get some meat on the table. Meat's back, boys. Meat's back. Cthulhu, man, are you stuck? You're just picking up sand, dude? I see you over there. Maybe even use Pip for food. That's... No, man, we can't do that. We can't do that, man. No Pips for food. Pips are friends, man. Oh, oxygen is starting to not produce enough. We're over pumping. That means I need to cut the power here. No, that's not true. I need to cut the vents because I need the electrolyzers running. So I cut this. We need to allow the oxygen to stockpile a little bit this stops moving for some reason, feels bad. Oh, it's because of this. Yeah, and it should all flow out now. Alright, so we need to do that for a second so the oxygen pressure catches up. It's constantly running, it's just, you know, struggling a little bit. Oshcon 900, that's good. That's looking like everyone that was starving before it cycled out. So I think we're getting better. Yeah, more mealwood's coming back. This is back up to 8 kilograms. Okay, so we keep this running again. There's a bunk bed with no ladder. That's a visual glitch. These bottom ones don't have one. This top one doesn't have one. Just a visual glitch, I think. So these are not needed anymore. Do we want to make another mush bar setup? I mean, it looks like we're fine now. The meat really helped out. We're at 8,000. Keep the pip alive. The master pip. And then we'll start skimming later. I think that was a good decision to turn this off. Because when we were deleting the carbon dioxide, it just means that the oxygen was thinner per tile. And that is not helping us out. This is very breathable over here, though. And then I do need to do this. There's a lot of algae right here. And then we get to that. Is anyone actually using this? Do I actually have slime? Is that what it is? We have 7 tons. Oh, it's working. Oh, it's work. It just takes time to generate and releases at intervals. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's slow, dude. It's automatic. Yeah, it's my first time using this. I've never built this before. Today was the first time I've done it. So yeah, it looks like it's automatic. Okay. It's slow, man. It's really slow. He's okay. He's eating some mush bars. These are also no longer great halls because my plants are no longer actually they're not growing anymore. Hey, it's back and it's gone. It feels bad. I used to destroy slime. I see you, man. It's a good thing to do. Unless you're keeping it for mushrooms, right? Congrats on first use. Thank you, thank you. I just have to wait till DLC came out. And 3 expansions of the updates. Just have to wait for that. Y'all know how it is. Let's go to here, here, here. Grab this, that. Let's put the ladder there. Grab that algae. Is going to be pretty sweet. These 2 as well. We should be able to reach that. Let's remove these tiles to get these 2. And then from over here, there is this 1 bubble that we want to grab. None over here. Okay, there's a couple right here that are worth laddering up for. Let's go up that way. And then we have this side. We have a little bit right there. I don't think it's worth grabbing that, though. There is some food right there if we need it. I think just going up is not bad. Going for that, going for that. And then going for this. There is some right here. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Usually at this point, there is some better source of food, and when seed was not usable for Paku, that was significant strat. Oh, that's true. Yeah. The Paku changed up a lot of things. 3 more cycles, boys. This is not bad. We have this emergency algae that I never actually utilized. Feels bad. I never actually upgraded the toilets. That would be next on the list after we stabilize oxygen. So this is our makeshift spawn. We don't have a cooling loop, cooling box. Instead, we just, you know, cool it with the cold water we have directly. It's working well enough. I don't think it's too bad. We also have infinite storage right here. So this is just stockpiling. All of the cold water is coming from the reservoirs. This is holding the coolant water that we're using to cool. So it feeds back into the loop. More water coming from the bottom and from the algae distiller. It is generating a significant source of heat, though, which is not something I want. Dirt diffusers, hey man, doesn't exist, feels bad. Maybe fertilizer diffusers. What is infinite storage? Infinite storage is when the pressure level of the respective element does not matter, and you're able to store said elements indefinitely. So in my case, this is infinite liquid storage right here. You can see that we're at 3,000 kilograms per tile on these 5 tiles, and it's never going to break out. There is the infinite gas storage we have here. So you can see that we're at 3,000 grams up top, 3,000 grams at the bottom. That's above the 2,000 gram threshold that you typically are limited at in the beginning of the game. So we're not actually capped anymore for this design or that design, which is why I built the things in a certain manner. If you're curious about that, we could actually tell you what you need to achieve. Otherwise, if you want to take your time and look through it, we do have YouTube videos on the YouTube, exclamation point YouTube, that goes over a lot of different designs. Whether it's liquid storage, gas storage, I need one right here for infinite solid storage right here. So this is solid storage. All of my items, you can see the dupes pick up through the doors. And then the purpose of this is so that we have everything swept to a tile. So all of my solids are on a single tile right there. So it just makes it so that everything is at a centralized location. The only thing you're worried about is sweeping something hot into the area. Outside of that, it's a pretty good method. That way I don't have to have like a room with like 50 bins, right? If I don't have to do that, it's pretty sweet. Oh, dude, this is actually very breathable again. This feels good. All we got to do now is stabilize the food again, which requires us to just stabilize the oxygen pressure at the bottom. And once we do that, we have achieved, again, stability. So we had an early game stability, and then we ran out of algae, and then it was a rush. And then we got into a water source, and then I'm happy we actually did this. Not gonna lie. I'm so happy we did that. Because we did that, even though it felt like we didn't need to, it helped us out so much. Because we had to spawn a little bit late, but it was somewhat in time as well. Alright, starvation on Gospin. 900 kcals, we're good, we're good. We're cranking out the dirt bars still. I think eventually we run out of dirt, which is going to be the main problem for food later on. And since I'm not ranching, we have no long-term source of food as well. So that's the only thing about the 50 cycle run that's not going to allow this run to survive longer. We're not going to have a long-term food source. Since we will run out of dirt eventually, like we have to, right? And then from that, I think that would be where we would have to go to the second asteroid and try to get a liquid sulfur geyser and then tame that immediately so that we could start growing grub fruit. Now, liquid sulfur geyser is actually pretty easy to tame, especially with water. All we need is an aqua tuner setup. So the problem with that is that means we need a way to get water to the other side. So we either have to have cold water on the other planets or siphon the water from here, the cool brine or the cool slush, and send it over. Either way, though, there is a design... Oh, water drip, that's fine. That we could utilize that utilizes the cold water, keep it cold, and then we'll be good. Liquid sulfur, automatically ship it back, get grub fruit, and that's indefinite food source. That's the only thing that we don't have right now that I could try to get. But that's only if we were to, like, live longer past the 50 cycles. It looks like we're stabilizing, though, so I'm not really too mad. We could also keep hunting right now for some of the buried objects. Try to hope that there's, like, muckroot there, right? Or maybe, you know, more food. Something. More seeds. Maybe we could wait for the critter eggs to hatch right here. 40%. I would love to get shovels, though. We just don't have them existing on this planetoid. Alright, so if we overpump and then this level becomes a vacuum, hydrogen starts to spawn on the top level. So that's why I cut the pipes every so often. It's because of how that mechanic works, and it's kind of a pain. So the reason why the 6 pumps is a little bit too much is because this is pumping out 1,000, and then this is only generating 888 grams of oxygen. This kind of hopes that we have a sensor here for gas pressure. I forgot to put that in. And I can't go back in because then they're going to breathe out CO2, and then that kind of bops the design. So I kind of have to micromanage this. I'm willing to do it for a couple cycles, though. But if it was a proper playthrough, I would probably try to fix it. But we have the water everywhere. Everything's looking great. Generating algae. Converting the slime. 600 kilograms of algae? That's looking like we're all systems go. I keep hearing that ping, though. It keeps scaring me. We're back up to 15. Alright. Let the pumps begin. Yep. Oh, this is looking very, very healthy now. I would want to say that we're looking great. I want to say that. We have mealwood that's ready to be harvested. That's amazing. That means food is going to jump up right now. How are you starving when we have 18,000 kcals? It's looking good, boys. It's looking good. Since we have time. I might as well do this. We're gonna make a nature reserve. Classic. Oh, I don't have ranchers. I don't have ranching tech. Never mind. I lied, guys. We can't make a nature reserve. I don't have ranching tech. I don't have critter drop-offs. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to grab that really quick. Last cycle, make a nature reserve. Can we do it? Downtime for the ones in slime biome take forever to get home. Oh, that's true. They do take forever, and all the algae's gone again. Feels bad. Most of the mealwood's growing, though, so I can't be mad. Extra hour. We're going to give you the mandated union breaks now. Be like that sometimes. Give me food or oxygen. Dirt is pretty good. That's close. Can't be bad. We're making dirt bars. Here. Got to get the ladders out to build natural tiles. This is back to 11, which is not bad. Let's get the furniture crown molding. And then once we build the other things, we're going to be great. All right, guys, one more cycle. So I think we're going to survive the cycle 50. So it's going to go to 51, right? That's fair, right? That way I could say that I didn't do 49, I did 50 cycles. Because you start on cycle 1. You get a -1 from the start. I feel like that's pretty fair. So I think we're going to go with that. So the only thing we don't have is proper bathrooms. We have no showers. We're not ranching for the future. Otherwise, though, I think we survive pretty well. Hydrogen is looking like an extra power source that we have access to. We have a lot of water as well. You could see how there's oxygen on the top half, but not below that. This looks empty at the bottom. One more cycle. We're on it, boys. 50 for 50. First shot. No deaths. No one even peed the tank. No one made a mess. We had a bunch of people try to starve to death, but they didn't succeed. And it's looking pretty great, you guys. We're looking like we're in a really good shape. Not gonna lie. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Honestly thought you would die at least once. Cthulhu didn't have faith. 50-50 only got trouble at the first 10 cycles. After spawn, it should not be too hard. I didn't get a spawn till cycle 40, though. That was the thing. I didn't get a spawn until cycle 40. And then I had to make sure I have enough food. That was probably the second hardest thing. Making sure the food balance is right. Don't over-provide. Don't rot. And then afterwards, it's just transitioning to grub fruit. That's going to be the natural transition. That makes sense. There's already sulfur to start growing. And then there's probably a liquid sulfur geyser on the other planet. I'm going to check at the end of cycle 51. We're going to click on this and then check the second planet to see if it has liquid sulfur. If it does, we were guaranteed to live long term. I just had to explore that earlier. Because I could have been sending a crew over, and then we would have had less oxygen consumption, and then consumption on the other planet, and then food on the other planet. So then we would have lasted longer from the get-go, just by tapping into the other planet. And then we would have been able, if it has liquid sulfur, to just indefinitely live. That would have been sweet. That would have took a long time to send dupes one at a time via the teleporter. Ah, man, we didn't get the nature reserve in time. Feels bad. Base is almost oxygenated. We're working our way down. This was a good challenge, though, I think. It was a good one-shot run. And after this, because with that, Cycle 51 and this autosave, we did it! We did it, boys! We completed the 50 for 50 challenge. First try, every time. GG.